Hey guys, so today we're going to be making this awesome card. This is featuring the Latte Love Sweet, a little latte, and it's just awesome. I'm going to show you guys how to do this cool kind of like faux tag, kind of look like a tea or coffee tag. Pretty easy. And this is an awesome suite. There's a close-up of the stamp set. And in this suite, there is also coordinating dies, design series paper, which we are going to be featuring today, and some adhesive backed gems, or dots, excuse me. These are available online, but it's kind of a while supplies last, may not be sticking around too long. So if you love this, you do want to go ahead and purchase it now before it leaves us, which is sad, but that's kind of the nature of the online exclusives. All right, so besides our stamp set, we're also going to be using some pecan pie. We've got a card base in Lost Lagoon. Out of that designer series paper, we're going to cut out 2 coffee cups, just a little quick fussy cutting. All right, then also we're going to have a piece at 5.5 by 3.5, a piece at 5.5 by 1.25. and a piece at 5.5 by 1. So that's our little layer part right there. You're also just going to want a 1-inch just white scrap. We'll trim that in a minute after we stamp. Some dimensionals, of course, some adhesive, and you also want some twine. So either some white baker's twine, just kind of any thin twine that you have. I know we've had a bunch off and on. I'm not even sure 100% if this is current. I think it is. But even just any twine will work because you're only using just a teeny little bit. So, and then of course scissors. And then we're also going to be using the take your pick tool, that nice pokey end. If you don't have it, I have a different way to go about it, but this makes it so much easier, and it's just an awesome tool you're going to want anyway. So, and then the pierce mat too for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys got all those measurements. If not, you can go back and pause the video. Move that out to the side. All right, so let's go ahead and start with stamping our "You're the Best Part of My Day." Oh, where's that white strip? There it is. Okay. With our pecan pie, just knock out that stamping real quick. I should probably sit down. All right. This is just that pecan pie. Ooh, I'm gonna do this corner. It's a little straighter. Okay. And just go all the way there, maybe. Okay. So you do want to give yourself enough room to punch a hole on the left side for sure. Okay. I'm just gonna take my snips and give it a quick trim. You could use your paper trimmer too, but. So this ends up being about 1 by 1.5-ish. So, all right, we've got that. So let's go ahead and do that tag part first, because I know that's the part everybody's excited about, I'm sure. All right, so got our little guy right there. Got our pierce tool. Double check this is in camera. Okay, good. All right, so first thing you're gonna do is just, and if you don't know, these switch out, so you just stick it in, give it a little twist to lock it. But we're just gonna eyeball where we want a hole and just poke it straight through. The pierce mat is perfect for that because you are not hurting your space. So we just got our nice little hole right there. Same thing for whatever coffee cup you want to have the little tag coming out of. You're gonna poke that too. So I'm gonna do the blue one is gonna be for this one. And I'm just gonna poke a hole kind of on the dark spot. There we go. So now we've got 2 holes. We're gonna cut a little piece of twine here. You do probably want it longer than you want because it's easier to trim it. All right. So now what we're gonna do is take our twine and just kind of lay it on top of the hole, if that makes sense. And we're gonna take our pokey tool and just poke it into the hole. If you poke it enough, then you'll have enough you can pull it from the back, or sometimes if you poke it hard straight down, it'll pierce into the mat underneath, and then that's also easier to get it out. So we're just gonna take it and go poke, poke, poke. Oh, come on, poke, 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 poke. Like that. Oh, let's see, that time it did kind of cut. So you can see, then we're just gonna pull it, okay? And then you're just gonna wanna tape that little end. I'm just gonna use a little tiny piece of tear and tape. And just press that down so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so if you don't have the take your pick tool, the alternative, you can use your paper snips or any kind of small pokey tool. And basically, we're gonna be doing the same thing, is just poking it into that hole. I have to be a little careful with this since it's not the exact same shape. Okay. But yeah, just like that, you would poke the hole and you'd poke it through like that. We give it a little pull. And then before taping the second one, just kind of eyeball how long you want your string to be. You want to give yourself a little bit of room so that you can kind of angle it however you want on the card. So I don't want it super duper short because then it doesn't give me a lot of room. So just give yourself maybe like a, you know, 1/4 inch or so. Then we're gonna flip and we're gonna tape it. Just like that. You can trim off any excess real easy. All right, so now we have our little coffee mug and our little tag. So I'm gonna move that off to the side, just like that. And let's go ahead and get our pieces out for our background. Our Lost Lagoon card base right there. Move that off. Back in the Stampy box it goes. All right. So start with our base right here. Whoa! Okay, Post-it note went flying. Which, if you don't like this side, I mean, that side's kind of cool too, I have to admit. So I've got some other examples sitting over here in a second, so I'll show you. So I'm just gonna kind of center this on the card. We've got our 2 pieces, again, 5.5 by 1 1/4 and by 1. And I really like this latte art side with the hearts. I think it's so cute. Okay. Just line that up so it has just that little bit of edge on either side. Then we're just going to take it and glue it on top. So it comes together pretty quick. Okay, and now we're going to take our cups and just stick them on. Just be sure you want to have your words where they are visible. And you can glue them flat, but I personally prefer just to give it a little dimensional pop. So trying to use up the end of this sheet here. Yeah, I gotta use all those tiny pieces. And honestly, I mean, you can't really tell if you're using an edge piece. All right. Oh, almost took the whole dimension off. There we go. Come here. All right, we're gonna take it and flip it and stick it. Oh, no, 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 don't stick to yourself. There we go. Okay, exciting. All right, I'm gonna stick it right there and just maybe right about there. So, and then kind of angle my other coffee cup the other way and stick that one down. Oh, woohoo, I finished a sheet. How exciting. Oh, I had another sheet of dimensionals here somewhere. All right, well, we'll just make this work for now. I'll add another one in a minute if I need to. All right, and then I would just stick another piece of Whisper White on the inside to write on, just because Lost Lagoon's kind of a darker shade. So there is our example 1. I've also got 2 others sitting over here. So if you wanted to flip that paper, You can have that cool pattern on the other side. You can also use extra coffee cups. I noticed when I cut mine, a lot of times I would have like part of a cup from the design service paper, if that makes sense. So it's not a full one, but you could easily like, okay, there's a better example. Tuck it under and layer them. So that edge is not always a bad thing, or if you're kind of doing just like an up to the side look. So I will still definitely use these in some way, but yeah, makes a lot of good pieces. So hopefully you guys like this card. So stay tuned. I've got some other fun projects coming with the Latte Love Suite, including a really cool 3D printed item that's going to be new to my Stampy Box website that fits this theme as well. So stay tuned for those videos. As always, all the products featured in today's video will be in the video description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.